Back on my king shit now. This a fire in the box, throw your hands up. Money used to look funny, now my grand's up. New eyes looking alive, no limit to the sky. Back on my king shit now. This a fire. What's good, family? It's the homie Bigg Vic TV, and we back in the building with another one. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. So today we live on Instagram and we also live on YouTube. So I don't know, y'all probably see me. I just went live on Instagram, but I know y'all here with me on YouTube right now. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. What's good, y'all? What's good? Y'all kind of missed y'all a little bit. What's up? What's going on, y'all? Who we got in here? Who we got in here? What's up? What's up, y'all? Looking at Instagram right now. We got a few people tapping in on Instagram. What's up, y'all? What's up to the gram? What's up to the gram? Who we got on YouTube right now? So we live on YouTube right now. If you don't know, now you know. But we talking about, y'all see what we talking about. Y'all see what the title is. Y'all see what the title is. How can you really make them six figures in this box truck space? You know what's so crazy? I just had somebody hit me up on Instagram. They sent me a clip, a video clip. I can't go to it now because I'm live, but they sent me a video clip. Shout out to you, because he said he just bought his second truck after his third month in the business. Shout out, yo. Let me get the sound effect for that though. For real. Let's get the sound effect for that. Shout out to you, fam. Said he just got his second box truck after 90 days in the business. What's the excuse? No excuses, y'all. No excuses. Seriously. This is how I feel about it. Like, if you really want it, you can get it. You can get it. If you really want that freedom, you'll do whatever it takes. WEIT, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, y'all. Whatever it takes. You do what you got to do to make it happen. You feel me? Said, what about, somebody asked, what about if you got a DUI? You got a DUI, you're going to have some higher insurance. Either you're going to have some higher insurance or you may need to get you a driver in there, bro. Hire you a driver. Reese from Chicago, what's good, bro? I see you on Instagram. I see you over there. I see you. So who we got in here? What's up? I see Danielle. What's up, Danielle? It's one of my mentorship clients, Danielle, out there in Richmond, making some things happen, booking them loads, getting to the money. Just Blaze, I see you. Hawkins, 28188. Greedy Green, I see you. 612 Music, what's good, fam? Trey Lincoln, the Rileys, what's up, the Rileys? Bakersfield in the building. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all hitting that like button. If you tapping in, y'all already know. You already know to tap that thumbs up for me, please. Please, ma'am, and please, sir, tap that like button for the homie. Who else we got over here on the gram? Who we got over here on the Grizzam? Eddie, what's up, Ed? I see you. You know I already know who you is, Ed. Eddie Kane, I see you, family. How can I rent a box truck? I don't know. You gotta hit what you call them? You gotta hit the riders up, you gotta hit the Penske's, you gotta hit up the budgets. That's how you rent. The rental game is not my game. I'm not into the rentals, fam. What's good, y'all? So we right now, the question is, how do you make six figures in the box truck business? How do you make your first six figures in the box truck business? With one truck. We're not even talking about scaling up 2-3 trucks, but with one truck, right? So the first 3 load boards that I started off with, the first 3, well, actually the first
The first load board that I started off with was Amazon Relay. That was the first load board I started off with. I started with Amazon Relay. Then after 90 days of running with Amazon Relay, I gradually started, I tapped in with DAT load board. And then I went to truck stop load board. So those are my first 3 load boards that I started booking loads with. And then in addition to that, I started booking freight with CH Robinson as well. So those load boards kept my wheels turning. They kept my wheels turning consistently, right? Did I call brokers and brokers told me no? Yes, of course. The brokers told me no, just like they told you no when you called and you were like, oh man, this doesn't work. Because 1 or 2 brokers told you no, your authority was too new. You said to yourself, man, this ain't all what they told me it was, right? You already knew from the jump that your authority was new. There's a chance that you may call a broker and they're going to tell you no, right? So knowing that going into the game, you already know you got to continue to call brokers. Like if you run with Amazon Relay and your score get jammed up, because you know Amazon is real petty when it comes to your on-time performance and all their performance rules that you have to have. You have to be on time for everything. You need a 100 score to get to the big money with Amazon Relay or close to it if you're not posting your truck, right? If you're not posting your truck, you have to keep that score up high with them. But if you're the type of person that wants to go over the road and then make your money that way, the secret sauce, I don't know if I should give y'all the secret sauce right now. I don't know. I don't know if I should give up the secret sauce to really, really packing that truck up, right? So let me tell you what typically happens. This is what typically happens. So if you're on Instagram and you're listening, hope y'all can hear me pretty good over there. If you're on Instagram and you're listening, you guys already can hear me on YouTube very loud and clear, I'm sure. But the secret sauce is not letting one broker load up your truck on an OTR run if you can possibly help it. You need to be up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like you got to be a shark on that load board. Like if you don't have a dispatcher and you're dispatching yourself, that means you're on DAT, you're on truck stop, you're looking at maybe a couple of other load boards that you may have, right? If you don't have relationships with brokers. So you want to be looking at as many partial loads as you possibly can that's going to keep you underweight. You want to stay underweight. Remember, when you're looking at the back of your box, you got 20, if you got a 26-foot truck, you got 26 feet of space back there. 26. Which means just because a broker said he's going to pay you 1,500 to go I don't know, 900 miles. Would I let a broker fill up my truck with one load for $1,500 going 900 miles? No. No. Knowing what I know right now, no, I wouldn't. Have I done it? Yes. Not that price, but just an example. Knowing what I know now, I'm gonna partial out the back of my truck to maximize that trip that I have to take. Right? So instead of getting $1,500, you could have 3 or 4 grand back there on that truck going on that trip, that one long haul, partialing out the back of that truck. As long as you are under your same weight, because don't get it twisted. The brokers are gonna try to make you take that one load, their entire load on your truck, just paying that one bit of money and use up 26 feet of your truck, maybe 24. Maybe you got a little more room left for 2 more pallets. But you should really be looking at parceling out the back of that truck. This is how you're gonna make your most money. This is the fastest way now to get to 6 figures in one box truck in probably less than 12 months. Probably less than 12 months. But you got to create that system. Now, once you run for those brokers, you're going to go back to them and create those relationships. You're going to hit them same brokers right back up. After you drop those loads, if it's the next day, you calling them same brokers back. Hey, what you got? I just dropped the load for y'all. What you got today? What's the weight? What's the dimensions? That's the question you need to be asking. What are the dimensions of this load? How much does it weigh? Right? Because remember, if you non-CDL, you're under 10,000 pounds. You under 10,000 pounds. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get to the questions because I know y'all probably asking questions. So I'm not even looking at the questions right this second. I'm just trying to give y'all what's in my brain right this second. So if you got questions, I'll scroll back through and do a Q&A. But I just want to give y'all like the gems, like these some gems right here. Because a lot of people, the average person with a box truck is not doing this. I'm telling you now, the average person in a box truck with 26 feet of space is not doing this. Most of them are taking one load on that truck and driving all those miles, letting brokers fill up your entire truck. And you shouldn't do that. You need to treat that 26 foot like a semi truck. Partial that thing out. Partial it out so you can maximize that trip that you're about to take. Partial that truck out. You don't have to take an entire load for one trip. You need to have it with 26 feet of space. You need to have at least minimum, if you can, 2 to 3 different brokers' loads on the back of that truck and getting a real bag. So the guys that are doing this, what I'm talking about right now, they eating different out here. They are eating different. If Jerry with small box trucking can do it in a 16-foot box truck, what in the world could you do in a 26-footer? Think about that for a second. What could you do with 26 feet of space if that man can do that in a 16-foot truck? Imagine that, right? Imagine that. Who we got over here on Instagram? Oh, y'all came through over here. Y'all looking good. What's goody? For sure. So this is the name of the game, y'all. This is the name of the game right here. For real. Partialing out that truck. See, when I came in, I really wasn't doing that. Because really, I was running Amazon freight my first 90 days, all Amazon. No other load boards. Just Amazon. Amazon loaded my truck up, even though it was all short runs. I probably would go from Columbia, South Carolina to Atlanta, Georgia. That was probably like my longest, or Columbia to Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. That was like some of my longest runs. Until I went over the road and started understanding that game. I started understanding that game and running for different brokers. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you run up the real bag. I know when you brand new, you excited. You just want to you just want to load. You just want to get a load so you can get a taste of what it feel like to put some on that truck and have the wheels spinning. I get it. I did it too. I was new. I did the same thing. But now that I know it and I understand it way better after what? We're on 21 months now. I understand it way better now, and I know how to play the game to win and not just to play it to be playing. You feel me? There's a science to it. There's a real science to building up this business. And imagine if you're doing that with one truck. Imagine what happens when you scale up with the same exact system and using the same methods to build your fleet up. To build your fleet up. Like, yeah, like low key, your truck could really be doing just as strong. You could be running just as strong as the semis running out there. All right. Don't no CDL semi drivers try to knock me down right now for saying that, but y'all know it's true. You know it's true. These box trucks are not playing out here when they really understand how to increase the value of a trip. You got to understand how to increase the value of the trips on your, in your box truck. You got to make that box work. Like Jerry said, it's like playing Tetris back there. If you was good at Tetris, you can be good at putting them pallets back there, matching that stuff up back there, and making sure you got enough room to carry X amount more pallets in the back of that truck. We can get 12 pallets back there. 12 pallets with 3 different brokers loads. That's a nice bag, y'all. That's a nice bag. For real, for real. What's good? What's good? I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Shout out to everybody that tapped in too. Shout out to all of y'all. Oh, we got a few. We got a few on the gram right now tapped in. So if y'all don't know, I'm live on YouTube right now. I don't know how well y'all can hear me on Instagram right now, but I am live on YouTube. If you want to tap in over there, just go to Bigg Vic TV. You can see the chats and everything going on, the whole 9 yards. I don't know if it's gonna look better over there or not, but we live on the tube. So we on the gram and we on the tube right now. Live. We live and direct. So I'm gonna answer a question. So to answer the question of the title of today's video, the question of today's video is how to make 6 figures in the box truck right now. Now, listen, I want y'all to listen really good. Listen to this really good, because I know y'all see people talking about this box truck business right now. They're showing y'all loads. That's paying, that looks like it's paying a lot of money. But when you dig deep into the rate per mile is horrible for the distance that you have to drive. So don't let the numbers fool you. You really got to know what you're doing and what you're looking at when you look at them numbers. You get out there and start driving, you realize I'm driving all these miles and I'm not really making a lot of money on this load. And that's off one load that these people are showing y'all. You got to really understand, like, y'all, if you don't know what's going on the cost per mile section, you already lost the game. You already losing. You're losing already. You're losing. You are losing. You got to know what's going on that cost per mile, y'all. That is so serious. So serious. So serious. Know that cost per mile, bro. Know the cost per mile. Know your cost per mile. All right, so I'm looking at some questions right now. Let me scroll back up. Scroll back up. We got 54 on the live over here. We got a few people on Instagram right now. So I need y'all to hit that like button for me. I can't see it, so I don't know how many likes we got on the live right now, but tap that like button for me. Let's see what we got. Answer a question. Trey says South Carolina market is jacked up. No good lows. Trey, do you got early access? Do you have early access on Amazon Relay? Because if you're trying to book loads with DAT load board locally, that's not going like really pan out for you. I'm just keep it 100 with you. Like those load boards, you got to get in that truck and get going. You got to roll out. But if you got 100%, if you got 100% score Amazon Relay and you know what you're doing with that load board, you should be making some money. Now, if you don't know what you're doing, that's a different story. But you got to know what you're doing on that load board. You got to know what you're doing. There's money out here. I was in the South Carolina market not too long ago. I was out there. It wasn't jacked up for me. It was good loads. I was making it happen. I had loads going and loads coming back all the time. It didn't matter what time of the year it was. I still had loads going and coming back because I understand it. I understand how to play the game. I study the load board, like y'all be hearing me say, study the load board. Study the load board. Study the load board. Shout out to Frank Allen. He said his authority goes active on Tuesday. The authority goes active on Tuesday. He said, what's next? What's next? You need the mentorship program. Be honest with you. You need to be tapped into the mentorship program right now. That's the next move. Because you might be like, my man's hit me up on my DM like, yo, these brokers keep telling me no. And guess what? Being a part of the mentorship program, you don't have to worry about that. If a broker tell you no, you can say, Bigg Vic, look here, I need to tap into that I need to tap into that authority of yours. I don't want nobody telling me no. That's what you get. That's part of what you get when you tap into the mentorship program. If you decide to run loads outside of Amazon Relay. So you don't need that for Amazon Relay. But when you start talking to these brokers, you're gonna need to be tapped in. I make the call, they're not telling me no. There's a green light anytime I call them. Let's go. The load's mine. As long as the money's right, the load's mine. So that's what it is. Jeff said, where I've been at. Where I've been at. I'm back, bro. I'm here. I'm here. Y'all know I was in Orlando last week. I was out there for 4 days on in the business world, tapping into the business, rubbing some shoulders, shaking some hands. You know what I'm saying? Bumping a few shoulders, building some new relationships. Yeah, you don't have to you don't have to own trucks. There's so many different ways of you know what I'm saying, getting in the trucking space. So you don't necessarily have to own trucks, you know, per se, but you know, that's a way, that's a for sure way to be in the business and know you're gonna eventually be making some money with your vehicle. So many different ways to move freight out here. You know, it's not just Amazon all the time or DAT, you know, truck stop load board. There's several other load boards out here. Several other load boards, several brokers. You got what's that other they got a nice premium price for their load board. Select this load board. You know, Select this load board is just box trucks, sprinter vans, and cargo vans. But you need a certain amount of vehicles, or you need to know somebody that's tapped in to the selectors load board to be able to kind of, you know, bounce off of their plan or whatever. Assets only say he got 4 trucks up and running, OTR 6 to 7,000 a week. For sure, for sure. That's what's up. Man said he got he running 4 trucks right now. They running it up, 6 to 7,000 a week. 6 to 7,000 a week. And they be talking about ain't no money out here. Where, Sway? How? 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 That's all I want to know. How? The Riley said he do it in the 16-foot. He killing it with partials. He killing it with partials. Well, you got to get in the game. The best way you can get in the game and get your coins. And get your coins for sure, for sure. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. That's what's up. Bro, I ain't mad at you. You gotta get your bag, man. You gotta get your bag. You got to get your bag. 180. What's considered high mileage when buying a used truck? Sheridan James said, what's considered high mileage when buying a new truck? So I bought my first truck. You guys all know. If you don't know, my first truck had 500,000 miles on it. 500,000 miles on it. Had a Detroit engine in it, the DT 466. Detroit engine. It was ran with the U.S. Postal Service. So that let me know it was, they had to keep those trucks maintained. That's how it made it to 500,000 miles. But after after it reaches those types of miles, they had to get rid of them. Once it crosses the 500,000 threshold, they sell them off. But I was able to still take that truck and in my first 90 days, make enough money and build enough revenue for my business to be able to buy my second truck. So a lot of these trucks can get over 1 million miles, y'all. I need y'all to catch that. A lot of these trucks can get over 1 million miles, but I just talked to a guy a few days ago. His truck had 900,000 miles and still rolling. Strong. 900,000 miles. And he said that thing's still whistling down the interstate. Still singing down the interstate like it was new. It's all about the maintenance, maintaining that truck. If you can maintain that truck and keep the, you know what I'm saying, keep the well-oiled machine well-oiled, you should be good to go. You know what I'm saying? But when it has higher miles, of course, you should be negotiating a lower rate. You definitely should be negotiating a lower rate the higher the miles are on that truck. What we been at? We got 28 minutes on this live so far. Shout out to all 65 people in here right now. Shout out to you. Yo, where y'all tapped in from? Where y'all tapping in from? Where y'all at? Where y'all at right now? Joshua said he started last week with his brother-in-law. There's definitely money out here. Getting the truck itself was the hardest part of it. Finally found one. No lift gate though. Getting one with the lift gate next week. That's what's up. That's what's up. Listen, people out here finding trucks. People out here getting to the money while a majority of people are complaining. They complaining about this thing like you can't listen. You can't be listening to people out here that are not in this business doing this thing. And then if they are in the business and crying about it, that means they're really not doing this thing. They really not doing it. Like you got to be in it to win it, y'all. Seriously. You got to be in it to win it. Like I'm not even ain't no capping. And listen, I'm pulling my course down on the 15th. So this is not about selling courses, selling my mentorship program. It's me talking real to you right now. You don't have to spend a dime with me. It don't matter. I'm running up the bag regardless. Whether you're in the course program, whether you're not in the course program, it don't matter. I gave enough free information away on this platform to where you can go out here and understand what's going on in this business just off of this information that I give away. You feel me? So there's money out here. I'm here to tell you, there's money out here. There's still money out here. You know, if you're one of those that got a whole bunch of drivers and or you seeking to get drivers and build up a fleet, then of course you may be looking for contract work. You know what I'm saying? Like you may be looking for more contract type stuff so that you can put drivers in your truck, and give some people an opportunity. That's what this is about. Y'all heard me create a video the other day. I did a short video. Somebody's waiting for you to show up. Somebody's waiting for you to show up. You probably sitting on a certain amount of money right now, but you sitting back still watching 100 of my videos, wondering if this is something you should still do right now. You still wondering if this is something you should do. And you sick of your job right now. I'm talking to somebody. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to somebody right now. You wondering, man, they look like they doing good in this business. They look like they making money in this business. You don't watch me. You don't watch the box truck couple. You don't watch trucking out the box. You don't watch all these people on YouTube and still sitting back thinking if this is something you should do. You're thinking about it. You doing all that lip service, but no hip service. I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to somebody. Who am I talking to right now? Raise your hand if I'm talking to you. Raise your hand if I am talking to you. You feel me? You gotta tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Get in the game. Stop playing. Get off the porch, y'all. Get off the porch. Like, seriously. Dude, I don't know about y'all, but there was a time when I know how it feels not to have money. I know how it feels to not want to call people, but at the time, you really don't have no choice but to call them and ask, can they give you a hand? Can they help you out? I've been there before. And some of the people can't even help you. And when they can't help you, guess what you have to do? You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. Like, you really got to grind. Like, you got to grind and be like, you know what? At this point, I got to grow up. I got to become a man, or I got to become a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to put my big boy drawers on. I got to put my big girl drawers on. And you got to just take control. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. You tired of that job. I know you tired of it. I know you tired of it. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Like, like, like freedom is really right there is within arm's reach. Freedom is within arm's reach of you. It's not about money. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's really never been about money. You know why I say that? Because when you really want something bad enough, think about something that you really wanted before. I mean, just give me a fire sign if I'm telling the truth right here. Think about something that you know you really wanted before. Tell the truth. You found a way to get the money, right? You made a way. You found a way to go out there and get the money to make that thing happen that you really wanted. I don't know if it was a pair of kicks or something material. I don't know whatever it was, but you found a way to go make that happen. If somebody said the cost of freedom, it's not that much, but you got to pay to get free. You got to pay. You got to pay. You got to put that time in. You got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. Are y'all? I mean, are y'all getting this? Am I making sense right now? Anybody? Give me a fire sign. Give me a wave sign. Give me something. Give me a thumbs up. Am I making sense right now? Am I making sense right now? Am I making sense? Somebody talk to me right now. It's nothing like being free. I'm telling you now. It's nothing like being free. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. You got to get around some different people, y'all. You got to get around some different people. You can't be the big fish in the small pond. You can't be the one that knows everything in your circle. Because if that's the case, you need some new people around you. If you're the smartest person in the circle, you better get around some new people real quick. Real quick. Real quick. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know, y'all. You got that right. You heard what Kendrick said. If you think the cost of freedom is too high, wait until you get the bill for regret. Wait until you get the bill for regret. Cause something I never wanted to do, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Something I never wanted to do was be passing opportunities. Listen, opportunities are not missed. They're not missed. They just passed along to a person that's ready. They passed along to the next person that is ready for that opportunity. It jumps right over you and goes to somebody else. Right to somebody in somebody else's hands. Don't blow it. And you still sitting around waiting for God to send you something. You like, God, please send me. Please send. He done sent you about 4 or 5 different ways and different opportunities to get tapped in, but you still sitting back thinking, should you do it? Mm. But I'm telling you, I know I've seen this happen to so many people. I've seen it happen to so many people. I've seen it. I've seen it. It's true. It's so true. I'm telling you. Shout out to Instagram right now. We got Instagram over there. We got them over here. We got the gram up. We got the gram up. Said, I am right. I see you over there. She said she feel like I'm speaking to her. She feel like I'm speaking to her. I'm talking to somebody. I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to somebody, but I know because I've been there. I mean, you have to see yourself getting free. You got to see yourself getting free. Like, I remember being in my apartment. I'm gonna tell y'all this story. I remember being in my apartment years ago before I purchased my house. Years ago, before I purchased my house. And I wrote out my ideal day. Like, this is a video I got way back on my YouTube channel, way back. I wrote out my ideal day, right? I wrote out from the time I woke up till the time I went to sleep. I wrote it out. I wrote everything out. Everything out. And do you know, maybe within, I want to say within a year or two later, I have fulfilled most of what was on that paper. A majority of what I wrote down, I manifested into physical form. It came to me. Maybe a couple of cars were off that I said I would be driving or I wanted to have, but my ideal day had manifested. I remember talking about walking out on the balcony in my house. And guess what? My house had the balcony. Boy, my eyes almost burst with tears. Actually, I think my eyes started watering up when I went back and I read what I wrote. I couldn't believe that what I wrote was actually, I was in the place or one of the places that I talked about as my ideal day, y'all. Listen, that energy, the things that come out of your mouth, all of this is so important to create in the world that you want to live in. They're so important. Ask and you shall receive. You probably haven't been asking. You so focused on what you don't have. That's why you keep attracting more of it. Oh my God. I done hit somebody with a gut punch just now. I done hit somebody with a gut punch. Because I know I'm telling the truth. I know I'm telling the truth. No more pity parties. You can't be having pity parties. You can't have no pity parties. Stop focusing on what you don't have and focus on what you want to manifest, to bring forth. That's what you got to focus on. You want 2, 3 trucks? You better start talking about it now. That's what you got to do. You want to start that business? You better start it now. Go get that LLC up and running. Start doing the paperwork. Go get that EIN number. Stop just watching videos. Stop watching everybody that you can possibly watch and start taking some action. No more lip service. You got to start moving. You need some hip service. You got to move. You got to move. No more talking about it. You feel me? No more talking about it. You have to take action. You have to take action. Like I think before I started, I was talking about it in November. I remember going up to Connecticut. We was going through Baltimore, and I was driving to Connecticut. And I looked over at my wife. I was like, man, I got to get one of these box trucks. I got to go ahead and get in this business. I got to start this business, getting this box truck. She looked over at me. She said, well, what you waiting for? She's like, what you waiting for? You going to get the truck, or you just going to keep talking about it? I said, nah, I'm going to get the truck. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get it. I'm going to start looking. I started going off Facebook Marketplace, looking for trucks. I typed in 26-foot box truck with the lift gate. Found one in Orlando, Florida. Went out to Orlando, Florida. Dropped 10 grand on it. Cash. Rolled up out of there with the box truck. Scared to death. Never drove one before. I was scared. I ain't lying. I was scared to drive the truck. But I had to. I had to get the bugs out. I jumped right on 95. Came on back. 95 North. I was in the wind. Coming up out of Orlando. In the box truck. Smiling. Rolling. But listen, who was going to do it for me if I didn't do it? Nobody. So I had to go ahead and do it. I had to go ahead and do it. Wasn't no more talking about it. I had to make it happen. February 11th, my authority went active. The week after that, I was running my first Amazon relay load, $600. $600. I never made 600 in one day, especially not in the barber business. That's I did. I'm lying. But I was there all day and night almost to make that. I think the most I ever did in the barbershop in one day was maybe like $1,200. I think that was the most, $1,200 or $1,300. I was there from like 7 in the morning to probably like 8 or 9 at night. Cutting nonstop, maybe a little light lunch break. But you see what I'm saying? But it started growing from there. Kept consistently making the money with Amazon Relay. With just Amazon. Start running the bag up with them. Then everything started growing from there. Yeah, man, you got to believe it if you think it's impossible. Wouldn't you rather tell yourself a good lie than a bad lie? Even if you don't believe it. I would rather say I'm going to make $1 million than tell myself I'm not. Even if I don't believe it. I don't know if y'all caught that just now, but I would rather tell myself I'm going to make $1 million instead of telling myself I'm not. I hope y'all caught that. Write it down, y'all. Y'all think vision boards are just something they're not real? Oh, the vision board is real. You better write it down. Write it down and make it plain. The game is in the Bible. Most of the books that you read on personal development and growing a business, a lot of those principles are already in the Bible. Already in there. But you think it's about religion. It's not about religion. The principles are in there. I promise you that. They're in there. A lot of these books I've read, a lot of tapes I've listened to, audio books I've listened to, I listen to what they're saying. I'm like, oh, that's a biblical principle right there. You know what I'm saying? All that, vision board, faith. What do you think faith is? The substance of things not seen. We all got we all were here to be creative. We all been put here with a gift, with a purpose. What is your purpose? What is your ministry? Like, what are you here to do? Who are you here to serve right now? Who are you here to serve? I know I've been put here to serve the masses, to help people unlock something that's inside of them that they just needed a little extra, just a little extra tap. You just need a little extra bump, just a little extra push through my story. I was at this event last week, and I'm sitting there talking to the lady. We all just kind of networking, and I'm telling her what I did, what I did in the, how I did it, how I'm doing in my business. Yo, the lady, I'm telling her my story, and just out of nowhere, I tell her, I'm like, yeah. So I said, so I was in a barbershop, and I'm cutting the client's hair, and I look back at the Amazon relay load board, and I see a load for like $500 going like 60 something miles. So I'm telling her this was a moment for me where I had to make a decision. Am I going to stay in this barbershop and I'm only getting $25, $30 for this head? Or am I going to go get this real bag? That was decision time for me. And I had to go. I had to make a decision. And guess what happened? The lady just started crying. I looked up as I'm telling my story. I looked up at her. Yo, she just started crying. I was like, yo, I said, oh man, you about to you about to make you about to make me cry. My eyes just started watering up as I'm telling her my story. I'm like, oh man, she's like, she just said, that is so amazing that you just, you made a decision and now look what it's done for your life. You made a decision. I had to be willing to make a decision and take a chance. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it's hard for most people to do, is make a decision, because if you've been procrastinating and steady thinking and overthinking and trying to get all the information first, and uh-uh, that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it. You just gotta get started. You gotta get started. You gotta get off the porch and stop watching everybody else play the game. You gotta get in the game and play it. LLC, EIN, business bank account, get your authority, do the other steps, find you a truck, get the freedom. Get to freedom. That's what this is about. This is about freedom. It's about freedom, y'all. This is about freedom, like getting free. Even if you decided to get your truck and you decided to hire somebody, it's about getting free, y'all. It's about getting free, man. That's what life is about. Being able to move when you are ready to move. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. How long we been on? We've been on 50 minutes right now. Shout out to everybody right now. Tony said it was movie night tonight. That's what's up. I feel you, family. That's what's up. That's what's up. What we got? 71 there. How many likes we got on the live right now, y'all? I can't see them. Where we at? What the numbers look like? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. I said free game. Like got it. That's what's up. Who we got here? Who we got here? Shout out to everybody on the live over here on Instagram. Shout out to everybody. I said I caught it. I caught it. All right. St. Pete. St. Pete said he got his truck. That's what's up. Congratulations. Got his truck. He got his truck. That's what's up. Yeah, you got to go listen. Got 44 likes, but we got 70 people on the live right now. Y'all tap that like button for me when you join the live on YouTube. Tap the like for me, y'all. I appreciate it. I don't know if is it a game on right now or something? It's football on? It's Saturday. I don't know if it's a game playing or not. We got 63. We need 10 more likes on this live right now. What's good? You're welcome, Miss Wright. You are very welcome. You are very welcome. Yeah, you gotta tap in. Listen, even if you don't have the best credit right now, the next step you should be doing is working to get that right. Working to get that right, working to repair it. You know what I'm saying? To get your numbers up. Because that's the move right there. Like that credit is it. That credit is it. Like I can tell you a whole nother story on credit in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like how I never really, when I was younger, I just did not take that credit serious. That's most of us. Like nobody taught me about credit. Like I wasn't sat down. My parents didn't sit me down and say, "Hey, you need to keep good credit because one day you're gonna need to use that to, potentially get a house, or, you may need to finance some things." Or nobody sat me down and taught me this stuff. You know, um, I remember when I bought my first mobile home. I bought my first mobile home when I was 19 years old, working at the barbershop. I would go to the mobile home lot and put some money down on it. I remember I'll never forget how much it was. The down payment was $1,385 and some cents, something like that. But I always remembered I would go there after the week was up. I'd go put some more money down on it until I came up with the whole 1385. 19 years old. First mobile home, single wide, brand new. Moved my family in there. Well, my daughter and my girl at the time before she was my wife. Brought them there. 19. Making grown man moves at 19. Even then, I didn't really understand credit. You know what I'm saying? I went on the car lot, didn't even know I had a 700 credit score. The guy was just like, "Hey, you can take the car, go ahead and drive it and, keep it for a day to make sure you like it." And anytime they tell you can keep a car for a day, your credit good. They say go and take it to your credit union, go ahead and let them check it out and all that, this and that and the third. But I was like, yeah, I think I like it. I bought a matter of fact, my homeboy, we was in the barbershop. He pulled up on me and was like, "Yo, I just bought this." It was when the Dodge Neon first came out. He told me I'd go from 0 to 60, like something crazy. So I said, "Shoot, I'm gonna go up to the lot and see what I could do." I went up to the lot and bought me a Dodge Neon, brand new. Wildin', wildin'. But I didn't know too much about credit, but I knew my credit was good at the time. Listen, I was 19, remember? So I think when I hit 20, I ended up taking the daggone car. The brakes was doing something weird. And I was getting tired of making the payments. So guess what I did? I went to the headquarters for Chrysler because I had got approved through the dealership now. I got approved through Chrysler directly. Man, I went there and told them people, "I don't want this no more. I'm turning it in. I'm turning it in. I didn't want it no more." Not only that, I was tired of making the payments. I was young. I was 20 years old. Didn't care nothing about credit. All I knew, I said to them, this is what my mindset was at. I said, I already got a crib. I mean, I can go always get another car. And there was I'll never forget, it was a black lady sitting across from me that was like over like where I was about to turn the truck in. I was in her office and she looked at me. She said, young man, you might not see it right now, but what you're about to do is really gonna damage your credit. Like that lady tried her best to convince me not to do that. But I didn't care. I didn't care. I was young, you know what I'm saying, full of life. I was like, I always be able to get another vehicle. Man, I still turned that vehicle in. That was a voluntary repossession that ended up getting put on my credit. And back then, this was in the 90s. I think it was like 93, 1993, somewhere around there. A lady was in, around the way. She was able to clean up credit. So fortunately, I was able to get that off my credit. And I referred so many people to this lady once she did that she didn't even charge me for the for getting that wiped off my credit, which was lovely. So that's what I'm talking about, like really not understanding like the power of your credit. Like that credit is so powerful. It was so powerful, y'all. It still is. Like now, credit is king. Credit is king. Cash is okay, but credit is king. Some places you can go to right now with cash and they won't even accept cash. You need credit. You can't even rent a car with cash. Can't. You need the credit. So yeah. Um, man, it's just so much. It's so much. I appreciate that, Savage, since I was young. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. So listen, there's still you still listen, you still can get a bag in this box truck business. Let me just let you know that now. Straight up and down. You still can get a bag in this box truck space. There's money to be made. Um, and it if you're in an area where freight is possibly not moving that great, then because you have a box truck, you can always go to an area where you can make your money and then go back home. That's what I love. That's what I love about this business. If I was in a bad area, I could go to an area, run it up, get me a hotel for the week or however many days I'm gonna be there, and make my money and go on back to the crib. Or stay out there for a few weeks, then go back home for a week. So many different ways that you can build this business. So many different ways. So today's the first. I don't know if you guys know it, but today's the first of the month, right? On the 15th, on the 15th of the month, my course and my mentorship program closes down. When I say close down, like the people that are in it, they'll still be in it, but it closes down like to the public. You know what I'm saying? And if you're in the course right now or you're a mentorship student, we got a live tomorrow that I'm doing with them. I got an incredible announcement that I'm making for people that are in my course program or in my mentorship program. They are going to be excited when I tell them what's next. They're going to be excited. So, but I'll have a page up there that like if you're still interested after that date, that you can jump on the waiting list. If or when I decide to open either program back up, you'll be notified. So, you could tap in, you could tap in at that point. But yeah, it's getting ready to get crazy. So like everything that's been in my course, I don't know if you know it now, but not saying like it was a test, because I got some jewels in there, I got some gems in there. I got Danielle in here right now. She's a part of my mentorship program and she's in the course and she's making money. She's making money. She has a truck. She was super nervous in the beginning, super scared. She got the bugs out. She got over that. Now she's making money. She's doing her thing right now. So shout out to Danielle. Let me give you shout out to Danielle. We give Danielle the sound effects right now. But it was sort of like to I got testimonials. So like y'all know I never really did any advertisement for my course program other than on my channel. Never ran like ads or stuff like that, like no major ads or anything like that, YouTube ads. So I'm kind of revamping everything, and most likely I'm gonna launch everything in a different way. So like the price you see now, it's gonna be a whole different number. So everybody that did get on board and roll with me, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning, they can really get blessed in a major way, just by tapping into my programs, and being a part of my mentorship program. So when I roll it back out, the number's gonna be ridiculous to people that had an opportunity to possibly tap in with me at a point. But after the 15th, when I shut everything down, if or when it reopens, it's gonna look different. It's gonna be we moving things in a whole different major way, whole different major way. So yeah, just y'all still will get to see the journey. Y'all still will get to see, you know what I'm saying, like everything taken, going in this direction right here. Um, but it's a crazy story. It's a crazy story. It's gonna be a heck of a story. Heck of a story. So if you're thinking about it, listen, if you're thinking about it, or if you're on the fence right now and you're ready to tap in, you got 14 more days if you're deciding to tap in with the homie Bigg Vic TV. Whether that's the mentorship program or the course program, you literally got 14 more days. And it's coming down. Because these folks, when we jump on this live tomorrow, they're gonna get excited. They're gonna get excited when they hear what I got to tell them. Oh man, this gonna be fun. This gonna be fun. I'm excited. I can't wait. Yeah, so listen, if you got trucks right now, if you've already been rolling, stick and stay, get your pay. Stick and stay and get your pay. Stick and stay, get your pay. See, I did a poll. Y'all saw a poll I put on my um so row, if you go to any of my videos, right now the mentorship program is 3,500, but that comes with my course. So you get enrolled into the course and you become it's a 90-day mentorship program. But that's 35. And that's what it costs to tap in, you know what I'm saying, to get up and running. So pretty much like if you go out, you get your truck, you go through the course program, and let's say you decide to go out and you want to jump on a DAT load board or a truck stop load board, and you call a broker up per se, and they tell you no, they can't, you know what I'm saying, you can't run any of their freight because your authority is too new. That's when I'm gonna be able to book that load for you under my authority, and you don't miss no money. You don't miss no money. Basically, it's gonna pay for itself. You come out the gate not worrying about being able to book freight with anybody. Of course, you won't have the issue with Amazon Relay, but still, you're able to come in and start running full speed ahead. You know what I'm saying? If you're a part of the mentorship program. See, not everybody in the mentorship program has had to use my authority, but if they need to use my authority, it's available to them. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I sit down with you on Zoom and we put a game plan together for your business, whatever area that you're in. So that's a part of that mentorship program. But if you go into any of my videos, you'll see a link um under my video in the description that you'll be able to tap into a link that's on there to you know what I'm saying, to take a look at what I offer in the mentorship program. Yep. CDLCJ asked what year I was born. I was born in 74. I'm a 74 baby. Where all my 74 babies at? We in here. 74. What's good? What's good? What's good? Who we got over here? Yeah, Ro, I do one-on-ones. You can tap in with me at on calendly.com/Bigg Vic coaching. Calendly.com. I think I could put it in here. I'm gonna put the link in here in the chat right here. Calendly. Where we at? Let's see. All right, that's it right there. I just put the link in there for you. I got it pinned in there. You should be able to see it. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. 93, 93. Oh man, Greedy said he had 93. He had 93, baby. You a year older than my daughter. My daughter's born in 94, bro. We got 72, 71. We got a few OGs in the building. So you said how long does it take for your credit to go up on the DAT board? Credit percentage to go up on the DAT board? Um, I'm not sure what you mean as far as that goes. 84. We got some 84s in the building. 84. That's what's up. I see Miss Ray said she was born in 84. We got a 76. Got 81. Trav said he almost there. He almost there. 72. Noah, you a OG. We got a 71 in here too. That's what's up. 98. Man. 98. My son was born in 2000. So he's 22. My daughter, 28. 86. We got 35-year-olds in the building. I see y'all 86. That's what's up. That's what's up. So listen, you probably wondering if you're asking yourself, can I do this business? Can I do this business? Because I know that's a question that comes up, especially when you're looking at doing this type of business. You know, the beauty is you don't need a CDL. That's the first thing. Can you do this business? I asked myself kind of like the same question, especially as far as driving the truck, because I was nervous. I was nervous first driving that truck. I remember Danielle told me the same thing. Danielle was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm kind of nervous to drive it," but I said it's gonna be just get in the truck, take off, take off slow. I remember our conversation, and she was like, "It's gonna be. I'm nervous. I'm feeling the butterflies in my stomach." I said, "It's gonna feel it." I felt the same way. I felt the same way, but I jumped in that truck and I made it happen. Once you drive it a couple of times, those butterflies will leave. You'll be jumping in like you've been driving for years. You know what I'm saying? I said, just pay attention to those windows, those rear view mirrors. Pay attention to both of those big mirrors you got. As long as you can see those and no cars on the side of you when you're making, when you get emerging into other lanes, you'll be good to go. Swing them corners a little wider, you know, and you'll be good. Yeah, listen, if this was like the easiest thing ever to get started, it almost seems like a lot of people are doing it, but it's not as many people as you think that are really doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like really doing it. It's not gonna be the easiest, but it's not the hardest thing to do either. It's not the hardest thing to get started. You know what I'm saying? It's not the hardest thing to get started. I'm still thinking about doing an event. I still want to do an event, maybe like out here in Charlotte. I'm thinking about putting together an event out here in Charlotte. I ain't want to tell too many people, but since y'all on here, I'm thinking about putting like some type of meet and greet event together. I don't know if I want to do a seminar, whatever I want to do, but I want to do something here in Charlotte. I don't know if I want to do a training, but I'm gonna do something. I'm putting something together here in the QC, in the Queen City. In the Queen City. Would y'all tap in? Would y'all tap in? Would y'all tap in? Oh, I'm actually about to put one of my vehicles on Turo. I gotta tell y'all my Turo story. This was funny. This was funny. So y'all know I bought the Benz, right? The course, if you tap into the course, like the course is lifetime. Like as long as the course is up, you got access to it. So there's no limit to the time on the course. Greater mindset. If that answers your question, yeah. If you tap into the course, you got complete access to it. So I was about to put my truck on. Actually, I listed my Mercedes on Turo, and the day before I was supposed to fly out, I think it was the day before I was supposed to fly out. What's the day? No, the week I was supposed to fly out. Yo, somebody had booked my truck for a whole week. The first day I listed my truck on Turo, somebody booked my truck for a week. A week. Y'all caught that? Somebody tried to book my truck for a week. Actually, they did. But what Turo did was they adjusted the price on my truck. They adjusted the price, and I found out that there's a filter that I can go in and turn that off and keep my price set at a certain, at a certain price for my truck. I think it was set at like some sort of like $100 a day. And after Toro got their money, I was gonna get paid like $560 something dollars. Man, I canceled that load. I canceled it. I canceled the trip. I said, man, nah. Nah, I can't get this truck for $100 a day. No, sir. No, sir. Couldn't do it. I had to cancel that one. So I'm a regroup, and I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna put the truck up there, but I'm taking all their filters off to where I can keep my price trucked, per day for the rental. And then I think Turo gave them an additional $30 off for renting it for they did it from a Monday to a Sunday. Like for $90 a day, I'll rent a Benz too for a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I looked at that thing. It said, congratulations, you booked your first trip. I looked at how much they said I'd get. I said, oh, no. No, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am. Come on up off of there. Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah, mine is listen, my truck is on snooze right now. I put my truck on snooze so quick. But I'm gonna take it off probably next week. I'm gonna take it off next week, and I'm gonna make sure that I list it for at least $150 a day because it falls in the premium class. So I want to get at least $150 a day. I may do the little discount part that they rent it for like a week, but man, I don't know about y'all, but when I seen that trip come through and how much I was gonna get paid, my whole up under my underarms just started. I just started sweating. I was like, oh no, no. I went and started reading them the all the cancellation stuff. I said, nope. I said, I'm sorry, buddy. I can't let you get my truck for $90 a day. No, sir. Mm-mm. Then they was able to get up to like 2,700 miles for that week before they get charged an additional, I think it's 30 cents a mile afterwards. Nah, I said, nah, Toro, y'all ain't gonna do that with my truck. No, sir, no, ma'am. Yeah, my non started sweating. Listen, because I had just put my truck on Turo. I had just listed it. I just listed the truck like Saturday, and then Sunday the notification came in that I'm sitting down chilling, leaning back. Next thing you know, I see the Turo app go off. Congratulations, somebody just booked your truck. And I looked at the times. I said, what? I said, wait, Monday to Sunday. And I was gonna be in Orlando that whole week. And I wasn't flying back in until Sunday. Well, I was leaving Wednesday, but I was uh flying back in Sunday. Nah, I had to cancel that trip. I'm sorry. Yeah, Turo, Turo. Turo. That's the car sharing site where you can list your car to get paid. So yeah, man, I took that thing down. I think mine was listed for like 200. I think mine was at 200 miles a day too. I want to say 200 miles a day. Yeah, mine is a 2020. Right, 150 exactly. I said 150, 175. That's what I had mine listed at. And um because I looked at a lot of other vehicles that were listed that were like kind of in that premium class, especially the Benzes, and it's new. Like my truck only got like 20. I think I only have like 28,000 miles on that truck right now. And I'm be honest with you, I want to just have that truck on the Toro platform. I want to have that truck on the Toro platform, and I just want to go buy the G Wagon. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just want to go buy the G Wagon and have that my Benz on the Toro platform, making money from that, seeing how that goes, go and buy the G Wagon and probably put that on the platform, kind of randomly put that on it to see how that performs and kind of go from there. I'm actually, you know what? I'm having a meeting tomorrow. This is probably a little premature. I'm having a meeting tomorrow, but I'm gonna bring if you guys are interested, I'm gonna bring someone on the channel that does Toro and is doing very well with their Toro business. So I'm gonna probably bring her on the channel and have, what I'm saying, and kind of have her kind of go through it. She has a ebook out right now that's doing really well, and she's doing great. Like she says, her vehicles be booked out for months at a time. I said, what? They booking out cars for months at a time. That's crazy. Crazy. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So I'm gonna probably bring her on the channel, do an interview with her, just to let you guys see some other opportunities that are out there. Especially, she basically teaches you how to drive your dream car for free. You know what I'm saying? By having it on that platform. For sure, for sure. I am right. Did you how long have you had your car on the Toro platform? Like how well has it performed on there? Do you get a lot of bookings? How long we been on? We've been on live at hour and 19 minutes. Shout out to y'all for tapping into the live though. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Let's see. I'm trying to find some questions in here. Uh, let's see. Who we got? Who we got? That still make them put some respect on my name. I know that's right. She said I got a 2020 Traverse on the Toro platform, and I still make them put some respect on my name. I know that's right. She said she make them put some respect on her name. That is right. That is right. That's what I'm talking about. No, so I haven't done any Sprinter van stuff. I haven't done no Sprinters. Listen, when I first was looking at this business, I wanted to be at the top of the food chain as far as carriers go, because I know you got the carriers, dispatchers, brokers, then you got the shippers. But I wanted to be at the top of the most amount of money that I could make without having a CDL driver's license. So that's why I skipped over Sprinter vans, skipped over cargo vans, skipped over like all I wouldn't call them smaller, but yeah, kind the smaller vehicles that could carry less freight. That's why I didn't want like a 16-footer, 20-footer. I wanted a 26-footer that could carry the most freight that I could use to make the most money without having a CDL license. That's why I went directly for the 26-footer with the lift gate. That's exactly why I went for that truck. That's what's up. Said, I am right. She said she stayed booked and busy. That's why she snooze it often so she can catch a break. I know that's right. Yeah, I was just talking about Turo again today. I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing off snooze and see exactly, what it do. Cause I do want to be here while the truck is out. I don't want to be like out of town or something like that. That's right. You gotta believe. You got to believe. That's correct. You definitely got to believe. Got to believe it's possible. Anything is possible. Anything you put your mind to is possible. Anything you put your mind to is possible. It's amazing the opportunities that we have like right at our fingertips now. It's really amazing that you could really, you know, make a serious income nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like the opportunities are kind of like everywhere. And and because opportunities are so plentiful, I think that's why a lot of people get stuck in analysis of paralysis, which means there's so much information coming at all of us like every single day from so many different angles. You don't know whether you want to, try to invest in this over here or oh, this look like I don't really got to do no work. So I'm gonna put my money over here. Or no, they talking about I could wholesale real estate over here. I need to get me some real estate. No, but they got the Sprinter vans. I ain't really got to really spend that much money in the Sprinter van. I can get that. It's easy. I'm gonna go get me a couple Sprinter vans. No, 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 no. That ain't. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Amazon thing, the other Amazon thing where I could just use my car. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just so many different opportunities coming at us. You got to take one thing, make that thing work first. Make that one thing pop off. Then you can go tap into something else. But it is virtually impossible to try to jump five things off at the same time. Unless you just got a big team over there of people that is, working on this situation over here. Somebody's working on this situation. Somebody's working on this situation. But if you're not in the financial position to do that just yet, you got to focus on that one thing. They say keep your main thing your main thing. That's what you got to do. You got to keep your main thing your main thing. Make that pop off. Then you go tap into something else. You see what I'm saying? So I have built a platform up. I've got my situation. I understand this box truck business. You know what I'm saying? Like I got it down to a science now. So now I can do things like try to branch out and start investing and creating other streams outside of trucking. And that's why I tell people to tap into the trucking side and really understand this logistics business. I don't care if you can be dispatching, you can be in the truck, you can have drivers, you know what I'm saying? Like you can become a broker at some point. You could uh do various different things in the logistics space. I even seen people selling truck tires. making millions of dollars selling truck tires. You know, you got people that just go around collecting pallets, you know, and getting paid for the pallets that they pick up, you know, at some of these stores, you know, going behind the stores and getting their pallets that they throw away. Take them pallets and go make, you know, put them on your truck and sell them. I see these guys in these little trucks. I know you've seen them in these little trucks, these little pickup trucks with pallets piled up. They just going around store to store, piling up the truck with pallets and cashing them in, making money. They hustle. They getting their hustle on. You see what I'm saying? So you got to make that main thing your main thing. Keep that main thing your main thing. Once that pops off, go make you some money doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Tap into some other revenue streams. It's just so much out here now. There's so much, so many podcasts right now. Everybody has some type of way that they're generating some income. You feel what I'm saying? Like the job way, that just wasn't, that's just not it for most people these days. It's not it. It's not it. We've been so programmed and conditioned to believe that that's our way to financial freedom. I don't know about you, but if I want to put hard work in or smart work in, I want to do less for more. Did y'all catch that? I'd rather do less and get paid more. But this is where the scam is at. This is where the scam happens at. Your job got you doing more for less. Can somebody tell me where that picture makes sense? Please, somebody tell me, where did that make sense at? Your job has you doing more for less money. But y'all talking about it's people scamming out here. No, the people at your job been scamming you for a long time, and you ain't called them out yet. You still going in, punching the clock, looking back, talking to old John and Joe and Susie and them. How y'all doing this morning? Yeah, we in here again. I know. Listen, I know. I've been there. I know. I've been there. I've been on them car lots. I've been walking past them circle of dudes smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee, trying to, you know, trying to shake last night off and get ready for the day. I know. I wasn't sitting in them circles. I was getting up out of them circles. Them conversations was terrible. When nobody didn't listen. When I said nobody had no dreams, nobody had no dreams in them circles. Nobody was talking about what they were going to do in the future or what they was trying to do. You know what's crazy? I think I took my biggest check when I was in the car business. I took one of my biggest checks and I put this event together. I said, man, I'm gonna flip this money. I'm gonna flip this money and I'm getting up out of this car lot. Boy, I tried to flip that money and took a loss. I took a L. I messed around and put a show together when there was a big concert going on at like the Civic Center or something. I said, God, dog, why did I invest this money in this thing? Listen, I've always been trying to invest my money and make money doing something, some type of way, because I knew one day, one of them things that I was going to try and put my time and hard work and dedication into was going to eventually pay off for me. I can't tell you the amount of businesses that I started in, you know, everything from record labels to management companies to recording studios. Listen, I was just going, something was going to work for me. Something was going to eventually work for me. So I don't look at like none of those as failures. I look at them as lessons that I learned. You know what I'm saying? Like that I learned in business or trying to start businesses. For sure, for sure. Some of the biggest lessons I learned, like I know I had to take a risk. And I'm talking about I took all my money and tried to get that little and jump that little event off. All my money. I'm telling you, gotta take a risk though. You got to take a risk. With no risk, where there is no risk, there is no reward. I'm sorry. Where there is no risk, there is no reward. I'm here to tell you, you got to take a risk. You got to take a risk. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Good night, CDLJ. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. I appreciate you for real, for real. I appreciate you. Let me tell y'all this quick story. I'm gonna tell y'all this quick story before we jump off. When I'm places, y'all. Let me read this comment. I think I missed something. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, listen, you're gonna be able to work yourself out of there. I am right. You'll be able to work yourself out of there. You already know what you got to do. You already know what you got to do. Just do it. Listen, timing is everything. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. Hit that button. Hit that button, y'all. Hit that like button. Thumbs that thing up, y'all. Yeah, timing is everything. You know, I heard somebody online talking about, you got to make your job your business partner. You got to look at it a little different sometimes. Just make them your business partner. Take that money that you're making with your job and be investing that money. Working on your dream. You know what I'm saying? Take their money and start putting it towards your dream. Don't take that money and go turn up with it. You need to go turn up a new business. That's what you need to do with that money you're getting from your job. Just make them a business partner. They don't know they're a silent partner. They don't know they're actually a real silent partner in your business that you're starting over here. They have no idea. Never quit your daydream. Y'all heard that? Never quit your daydream. Never quit. Never quit. Y'all heard me say this before. Most people die at the age of 25 but never get buried until age 65. Ooh. I hope somebody caught that just now. I hope somebody caught that. The average person dies at the age of 25 but doesn't get buried until age 65. What do you mean by that, Bigg Vic? What do you mean? That simply means that by the time most people get to 25, all the dreams and aspirations that they had when they were younger, by the time life finishes with you, and you're out there trying to find dreams or jobs and trying to figure things out and learning about life, you don't forgot about all the things that you really wanted to do because you in survival mode at this point. So all the things you thought you wanted to do, you don't forgot about them. Life becomes so real around that age. You like, damn, what happened to all the dreams I wanted to do? Especially if you go get a what you thought was a good job. You say to yourself, man, you go into the job saying, man, I'm only gonna do this for a year. I'm gonna find me something better. 10 years later, you still at the same job, wondering how in the world did I end up here for 10 years? How did 10 years get away from me? How did I not pursue my dreams? I've been sitting here building this man's dreams for 10 years instead of working on my own. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Y'all got to hear this. Y'all got to hear this. Because every time I had a job, this is exactly how I felt. That's how I can talk like this so passionately about where I was at. I remember I was working at the Iron Skillet. Y'all know what the Iron Skillet? That's a truck stop where truckers come in and, they come and, get their food. I was a dishwasher. I remember when I was a dishwasher and I was going in, dishes piled up. Dishes piled up so high I couldn't even see the dishwasher. I'm telling y'all something real right now. And I used to be washing them things, with the little sprayer thing. Then you got to run the iron skillet stuff through the machine, cups and all that stuff through the machine so the dishwasher could wash it. But of course, I got to knock all the food out and wash all the food off of the plate before I run it through, right? But I used to be sitting there like, man, this is crazy right here. And then I remember they brought me in for a review. Y'all ever got brought in for a review? You know what the review is, so you can get your raise. So they bring me back there for the review. I'm in the office, and my partners and the manager, he like, yeah, we just gave you we're gonna go ahead and give you a 20-cent raise. 20, y'all heard what I just said? I said they said they're gonna give me a 20-cent raise. 20-cent raise, y'all. 20 cents. And I'm back there busting suds. I'm the number one dishwasher in the building. I'm the number one dishwasher in the building. And I get a 20-cent raise. Man, listen, y'all talking about been through some stuff, been through some jobs, and I just knew. I just went in one day. I was like, you know what? This ain't gonna work for me right here. I can't do this. And I was working third shift. Man. Listen, I'm telling y'all, if there's anybody that is on a job right now and you don't think there's a way, like, you know what I'm saying, like you really can't see, like your vision is kind of cloudy right now, and you don't see that you could actually talk yourself out of that situation into something better, a bigger, better opportunity. I'm here to tell you that you can do it. You can absolutely do it. Absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt. I don't care what your situation is right now. You can definitely speak exactly what you want into existence. I mean, what type of car you want right now? You got to go to that dealership and jump in that car and test drive it. I'm dead serious right now. What type of truck you want? You want a box truck. You still need to go to the dealership and test drive that box truck. Go test drive it. What's your dream car? Go test drive that dream car. Call up a real estate agent and go walk through your dream house. I'm dead serious. You need to go walk through it. You need to go touch it. You got to go touch that crib that you want to be living in. What city you want to live in? Fly out there, spend the weekend. Drive out there, spend the weekend. Go to some of the neighborhoods that you think you want to live in. You got to go see it before you can see it. You got to see it before you see it, y'all. You got to see that 6 figures before you see it. You got to see it. You got to paint a picture right up here. Paint that mental picture right up here. Get a clear vision of it. You know what I want you to do? If you got a checkbook, listen to this, y'all. If you have a checkbook, I want you to go get a check. Go get one of your checks. Write out how much you want to see yourself having. How much money do I want to make? How much do I see myself having in my bank account? Write it on that check. Wherever you sleep at, paste that thing up there. Put it on your ceiling. If you want that, if that's the first thing you want your eyes to see when you wake up, put it on your ceiling. Keep looking at that amount of money. Keep looking at it. Keep watching it. Keep watching it. Keep looking at it. You got to see it. I'm telling you what I know now. I'm not talking about no magical stuff here. I'm talking about things that I know that actually works. I'm talking about the law of attraction. I'm talking about attracting what you want into your life. Y'all always hear me say, stop telling people that you're broke. Don't tell nobody else you're broke. Tell them, hey, say, I'm in between blessings right now. Don't say nothing about being broke to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm in between blessings right now. Look here, how much money you got? Listen, they ain't finished. They ain't finished counting it yet. All you got to, but with me saying this, don't get it twisted. Paint that picture. Go see the things that you want to have. Walk into it, but you got to put some action to it. You see what I'm saying? You got to put action to it simply because, like you heard me say, go and see that thing that you want. Go walk through that penthouse. Gotta have vision. You got to see it before you see it, y'all. I'm telling you. You gotta see it before you see it. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Whatever you want is right there. It's right there. It's within your arm's reach. It's within your arm's reach. You gotta put your hand. Man, if you only knew what was really waiting for you on the other side of fear, if you only knew what was on the other side of that door, if you only knew. You know, there was a guy, they captured this guy, right? I heard this story. They captured this guy, a war veteran. They told him there was two doors he can go through. Listen to this. They told him there was two doors that he can go through. One door, he'd have to face the firing squad. But the other door, nobody knows what's on the other side of that door. Would you guess which door he chose to go through? Could you guess? Somebody guess. Which door do you think he went through? The door where he faced the firing squad or the door where nobody knows what's on the other side of that door? Anybody? Guess what door he chose? He chose the door with the firing squad. But guess what was on the other side of the door he chose not to go through? Freedom. Freedom was on the other side of the door he decided not to go through. Most people fear the unknown. People do not like to go into territories or situations that they know nothing about. They are quick. They will be quick to go through a door that they know is on the other side of it. And that's how it is in life, with people's lives, how they live their life. If it's uncomfortable, they don't want to go in that direction. If they're used to doing it this way, that's the thing. That's the way that they're gonna always do it. But if you to get what you really want, you got to get uncomfortable. You got to go into the unknown, because over here where the unknown is at, that's where the beauty is. That's where the freedom is. I knew nothing about the trucking industry other than people going to get a CDL and driving for companies before I got involved in the trucking business. I watched a couple of YouTube videos and found out you can get a box truck and not have a CDL, and seen people running up a bag. That's all I knew. I had to tap in, but I did not. It was unknown to me. And I went into a territory that was unknown to me. And guess what was on the other side of that? Freedom. Freedom for me was on the other side of me getting that first truck. That first truck. That turned into a second truck. That turned into a second truck. And I'll be looking at a third brand new one shortly. Brand new one. Don't know whether I'm going to lease it or put a driver in it. But It all started with a decision. I had to make a decision. I made a decision and I ran with it. That's all you have to do is make a decision and run with it. Hour and 45 minutes. I think this was a good hour and 45 minutes. I hope somebody enjoyed this. I hope somebody got something out of this hour and 45 minutes. To sum everything up, you still can make your bag out here in the box truck space. In the box truck space. But I always tell y'all to be careful where you get your information from. You know what I'm saying? And if you watch me, y'all know I tell y'all, like, look here, make sure you know what your cost per mile is before you start, trying to figure out what your rate per mile is. Make sure you know that cost per mile is everything. Getting those numbers, getting that number down as close as you can is so important before you start taking the rate per mile, because believe it or not, people have you thinking you making a big bag when you're really not, if you don't know what you're doing when you get in this business. People getting trucks and not understanding those two things and booking loads, and they're freestyling booking loads and not knowing exactly how much money they're actually making because they don't know their real numbers. You got to know those numbers. So important. Got to know those numbers. Your cost per mile. It says cost per mile is 56 cents a mile. Oh, you must don't have no payments on that truck. You don't have no expenses over there, Vincent. Well, that's lovely. That's lovely. Daniel said, I hope someone got saved. That's what's up, said the firing squad. Yeah, I know, right? The firing squad. Yeah, on the other side of that thing was the firing squad. No, appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you for tapping in, Miss Wright. Thank you for tapping in. That's what's up. Yeah, I appreciate y'all tapping in. So what we at, an hour and 48 minutes. Yeah, we about to tap out. We about to tap out. Says this that Saturday night service. Yeah, I appreciate y'all tapping in with the homie, but I'm about to tap out. I'm about to tap back into some good books that I've been reading. And hopefully, listen, hopefully, we got into the 14th, y'all. We got into the October 15th. If you want to tap in with me, you got until the 15th to tap in with me. But so the course will be down, right? The mentorship will be down. But if you still want to ask questions, I'll still have the Calendly link up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still want to do a consultation with me, I still have that up there until any of my products come back to launch. So yeah, Danielle, I see you tomorrow on the Zoom call for my members. I'll see y'all on the Zoom. It's gonna be exciting. You're gonna love what I'm sharing with y'all tomorrow. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be exciting. I'm excited about it. Excited about it. So yeah, I appreciate y'all tapping in. It's homie Bigg Vic TV. Y'all know what it is. Always hustle. Never stop growing. Until the next video. See y'all in a minute. Peace.